November the 2nd, 2022, and we are on the verge of personally my favorite holiday of the entire year, Thanksgiving, aka the Super Bowl of food.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris
Yep.
is my second favorite. And guys, welcome to episode 163. Hit it, 163 of the ScrubClub Gaming podcast.
Podcast.
I'm your host, the host of the most, Reckless Fox, hashtag Luke Cage, IRL, aka Black Beast Howard, head of the Black Howard Connect, aka Black Lightning, aka Miles Morales, aka Black Skin Kyle Katarn, Kit Catch a Fate, Fisto, Mace Windu II, Adopted Son of Flynn, Captain Black America, Gin and Juice Cosma, and Common Writer, Compton Knight, Henshin, my boys, rocking me tonight. First things first, we got my boy, my second in command of the Show Game Podcast. He's been riding with me since day one-ish. We got
You mean season 2?
season 2, and it's been my road dog since day one, day two-ish, if that's the case. We got the man, the myth, the powder. Oh no, okay, I'm not gonna make that joke. We got Boken Capito, aka Ukrainian Alucard, aka Keanu Reeves' #1 fan, aka Giant Basher's actual friend. I'm dead serious that it's his actual son.
But by the way, he will be at the OG Collectibles on November 5th, so be sure to come by there and say hi to him.
And aka KB Toys, Michael Sarah, aka Stop Hammer Down, Capito, take it away.
Well, I have almost no words because my jaw was dropped for a solid 15 minutes just now from playing chapter 3 of Bayonetta, and I'm not gonna say what happens. All I know is that my jaw hurts from playing it literally just now, and my fingers hurt from housekeeping.
All right then, and last and certainly not least, we got the looks of a Jamie Chung, a Chun-Li, a Mai Shiranui, and the attitude of Lois Griffin.
That one restaurant, that one British restaurant we will not say the name of.
We got Jen, aka Jen Pink from Morphin Network, aka Jen Valkyrie, the former big boss of K-Town, the sorority Spartan kicking machine. Jen Valkyrie, take it away.
Hey guys.
All right then. And my opening comments are: Windows 11 sucks. I was just praising y'all, and now I had to restart my actual good computer, and now I'm back to my crappy computer, and I ain't having it. It's not cool. Also, other things.
Isn't it nice having a nice Windows 10 that won't let you down? Thank you, Omens.
Go fluff yourself. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
I hate you so much. Anyways, you calling? All right, but other than that, hold on, just oh, and wait. Oh, I stalled enough, guys. I would like to introduce to you our very special guest, who is no other than a good friend of mine from college. We got my boy Neff Jeff, aka Neff the Penguin, who is pretty much our second only friend, who is a Evo competitor. Neff, take it away. You're muted.
Audio.
Oh, I got you.
You muted him.
I ain't muted.
It's check your
check
your audio.
Your audio's disconnected.
Yeah. I mean, better to be a penguin than to be a gin pen. Am I right?
That is true. And then, all right, try now. Is your mic muted on this end? I still can't.
Go down to the settings section at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, we're off to a rocking start.
I mean, at least he didn't get
he's
vented.
also my artist.
It wouldn't be a ScrubClub Gaming podcast for our day one listeners without any audibles and without any audio issues. And my son is hold up. You okay, buddy? my opening comment is hopefully everyone's having a great time. I already said my piece about Windows 11. Windows 11 can go flip itself. Oh, can we hear you now? Neff?
Windows 10.
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good.
Neff Penguin, take it away. Tell the people about you. Go ahead.
Oh, you mentioned I was going to be an Evo. I am a Evo competitor. Next Evo, I will be an Evo competitor for like at least like 3 of the games. But yeah, I'm already planning for like KOF, Street Fighter 6, and Multiverses with a buddy of mine. Well, I'm not serious about Multiverses though, but there we are.
Multiverse is a good game.
It's fun.
But yeah.
No Jump Force?
No, the
Jen,
Jump Force isn't.
Okay, I'm kicking you out, Jen. We don't talk about that game. We don't talk about that game, Jen. Jump Force never happened.
It kind of happened.
Unfortunately.
I have my own Namekian Kuwabara.
Oh my god.
I kind of wish I got into that, but I didn't want to drop $60 on a game that was like basically a novelty.
I got it for 14.
Oh,
Anyways,
great.
Anyways, guys, so we got some stuff to talk about. G4's gone, as you can tell from the title of our podcast today.
Rest in poverty, G4.
Resident Evil. I finally got the chance to look at the Resident Evil 4 remake trailer. Hopefully, everyone else did. New Silent Hill F is coming out. Silent Hill 2 remake, and and then an update on Alan Wake 2, which is a game I'm looking forward to. Housekeeping before we get into everything. Once again, if you haven't yet, be sure to follow me on twitch.tv/recklessfox, and be sure to follow us on our new platform, The Buttery Show. Yes, the Scroll Game Podcast YouTube page is still active. We're gonna be posting all our highlights of the podcast over there. Chat on YouTube and Twitch. We love you and we adore you. Shouts to everyone who's currently watching right now. Thank you for letting us be your virtual neighbors and putting a smile on you guys' face. As long as we're putting a smile on you guys' face and ending your evening with some funny shenanigans about video games, we're doing our job just about right. And as always, please let us know. Be open. Let us know what you think about some of these stories in the comments below. But until then, if you want to, give us a little email telling us, hey, you're doing a really good job. Here's some money. I'm joking. You can do that forever. Emails at ScrubClub.
Don't be shameless about it. We use the funds.
Look. I need to pay rent. And
I want to make this my job.
I need my credit card debt to go away so I can buy a house.
I need cauliflower. I need eggs. I need sausage to eat with my eggs because it's like doing push-ups single row. It's you kind of need that support system.
Exactly. ScrubGameBooks@gmail.com. That's ScrubGameBooks at gmail.com for questions, compliments, concerns, advice, and business requirements. We love doing business with the indie folks out there. And you can find us on our official link tree at linktree.com/ScrubGaming. So you can follow us on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker Audio, Stitcher Radio. Next week we'll be on iHeartRadio and trying to get on Apple Music. So please, when we do, rate us 5 stars so we can move up the algorithm. And if you want to get a hold of any of us, you want some prior critique time, find your boy on Twitter, Instagram. There we go. Twitter, Instagram, @Rex_Fox, YouTube, Rex_Fox, and following all my latest game content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And we're going to talk to our guest, Neff Penguin. Where can the people find you so I can post it later?
If you want to see my Twitch and gameplay and like my clips, you can find me on Instagram at Neff_the_penguin. On my Instagram, and on Twitch, you can find me on NeffJeff95. I do mostly fighting games and so the occasional art streams. But
make sure you commission him for artwork.
I could really use some of the commissions.
He was my previous artist.
Yeah, I was told I was supposed to update the outfit with the current Chun-Li.
Oh yeah,
outfit.
that'll be next year, just because I haven't had it. But yeah, he's my artist.
All right then. Jen, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina. You can find me at TikTok at GMessy2. Boken Kabuto, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And yes, I have to take a quick break from streaming because I need to figure out what to play instead of Bayonetta 3 because
everyone else is playing Bayonetta 3?
No, because StreamYard's been acting up whenever I play it. Like the one game. Like it never acted up this way when I played Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2,
Someone did a
Naruto
Sonic
Clash of Ninja 2. You know, like JoJo All-Star Battle R, by the way, check out the new DLCs. But like, no, somehow Bayonetta 3 Streamlabs crashes.
Wow, that's
All right,
unfortunate.
then.
It might have to do with like the bit rate or the upload speed. I don't know.
All right, well, that being said, guys, let's get started. So, Halloween is officially over. By the way, shameless plug, we teamed up with the Buttery Show so we can review Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. It'll be on SoundCloud sometime next week. Anyways, guys, Halloween just ended. How was everyone's Halloween? I'll go last. Go ahead, Neff. You're the guest.
I got out of work, so like they sent me home on Halloween, so I was like, dope. But no, I didn't actually dress up. My plans fell through for like my dress up. I don't know. I didn't really make plans for Halloween. I wanted to be Lindsey Buckingham from the cover of Rumors from Fleetwood
Mhm.
Mac. I don't know if anyone have seen that where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I was growing
Rumors
out my hair for that.
It's their all-time greatest album.
Yeah, I wanted to be that album cover, but I didn't have a girl, so those plans. fell through.
Hey, get your best friend, have him put on a blonde wig, and then have him put a style on top of your knee. Like, you're good.
It's gonna be one. It's gonna happen at some point. So, no. But other than that, I was just like chilling in my house for Halloween and then seeing all the trick or treaters. Their costumes are getting crazy. I think I saw like a seahorse, like I don't know, an inflatable
Really?
seahorse. Yeah, or like one of those like You know, have you seen like those inflatable pants of like
Right. My bad.
what is it? Fucking like where Mario's on top of Yoshi and the
Oh, yeah,
Yoshi's
yeah.
inflatable. Yeah, it was just like that. Like it was crazy. Kids are crazy these days.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. How's
Uh,
everyone else's?
Jen, go ahead. I'm gonna go grab my son because he's calling me. I'll be right back.
The baby. How was your
Oh, okay.
Halloween?
Can you hear me now? All right. So, well, I celebrated within my neighborhood, and for me, what I did was we just walked around my neighborhood. We had like a Halloween event going on around my area, so there was a lot of people. It was really crowded in my area, and there was a lot of little kids. I just went trick or treating with my little brother. I dressed up as Miss Marvel. Oh, it's baby Jonathan, and yeah, it was fun. What about you, Mike?
Okay.
Oh no!
What?
Continue. I'm gonna change it after we talk about G4 real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, okay. So what happened? Some of you who've been following my personal life on Instagram know that I did not get any candy this year. It's totally fine. But I think I might have ended up with something sweet regardless. Anyway, in any case, I dressed up as Peter Capaldi's Doctor Who. I even sprayed my hair gray, and I took my Xbox Guitar Hero controller with me because Peter Capaldi plays the guitar sometimes.
I'm gonna look him up.
And completely unintentionally, we ended up in a Misfits concert.
Hey.
So Misfits are fun.
I'll say this. So
I can see it.
we took our son trick or treating, and we met with one of my other.
So cute.
Thank you. We met with one of my high school friends, because she took her daughters to go trick or treating, and what had happened was I did 2 costumes that day. I dressed up like Miles Morales Spider-Man for my job, which reminds me, my some of the children I work with at this school. And keep in mind, they're high schoolers. They dressed up like Jeffrey Dahmer. Some of them I saw as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Kids?
They were just doing a
They're
Dahmer.
like 16, 17 years old. Yeah, they hit the Jeff.
Are you
just-
serious?
The
hilarious.
Netflix series really
Okay,
did
time
not
out. Jen, are you really that surprised? Do you realize how many people have at some point have dressed up like Charles Manson at some point?
Okay,
No, but
okay. I saw Jeff the Killer, but
No,
Well,
Jeff
to be fair,
Dahmer?
Netflix
Jeff
got.
Dahmer.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not that. It's just that it's such an adult thing that I'm like, huh.
Jen, we were all watching adult shows when we were teenagers.
Do you know
I
how-
watched Game of Thrones when I was 17.
Do you know how many kids I've seen dressed up as contestants on Squid Game?
Do you know that I've seen parents dress up as Jamie and Cersei and their little kid is Joffrey?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
even
still weird,
worse.
Because no, it's not that.
That's
Because
even
when Trick or
worse.
Treat, I didn't see any of that. I just saw a bunch of little kids dressed up in Minecraft.
How is that even worse, Kabuto? These are fantasy characters. Dahmer's a real person.
No, it's worse because of season
I
4,
know,
episode 3.
yes, I
I-
know.
I'm assuming it's worse because of the incest in the show. Like,
Oh, it gets worse than
Yeah.
just
Oh my
incest.
God. But
and if it's
no.
a family dressing up as that, it's like a
But
little
no,
like
so-
First
questionable.
of all, Jamie and Cersei are twins. 2, Joffrey is their kid, and the less I say about season 4, episode 3, the better.
Okay,
Hardly
real
watched
quick.
any adult cartoons except the Oblongs. Isn't that like an old school?
Angus
Yeah.
Oblong, great guy, great artist. I love the guy.
Okay, and I went as 2 characters. I went as him, and I also did, and I will show you. Give me 1 second. Is it here? No, it's not. Oh man.
Even
okay.
though, go ahead.
Hold up. I can't find it. Okay. I went as Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
Did you really paint yourself green? Or like,
No, I didn't make myself green.
And
Here,
you
I'll
got little Sully with you.
yes, I have here. Matter of fact, here you go.
Oh, that's so cute. That is really cute.
Thank you.
Now I know your girl like dressed up as Mike's girlfriend, the Gorgon, but I would say
What's her name again?
The one with the one eye.
I
I
know,
don't know.
but like,
but like I would say as an alternative, it'd be funny if she dressed up as Sully and Jonathan dressed up as Boo.
See, that's the thing. She originally wanted to do Boo, and then she switched it to Mike's girlfriend. She really thought about it, and because she did want Mike just to be she really wanted Baby J right here to be Sully. So
that's because he's your little monster, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, he is. Anyways,
I got you.
with that being said,
Scares
guys, let's get started. Quick, a good piece of quick news. If you are still into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I've been following the modding community ever since they started making these newer characters. Bishop is now available to play. And Bishop from X-Men is now a playable character in the PC version of Ultimate Marvel 3.
Is he like supposed to be like the Cable replacement?
No.
Or like Cable inspired?
No, okay, did you ever read the comic books? Bishop came first, then Cable, because Bishop came back in time because, hey, look, y'all messed up my timeline. Cable came back and said, him coming back to tell you he messed up his timeline, messed up my timeline.
I gotta watch this trailer now.
Okay. Oh, it's lit, dog. And then they just announced the new character they're going to be working on, and it's Carnage, not Venom.
Oh,
Carnage.
sick. Yeah,
So,
it's so cool that they're putting characters that like deserve, like didn't have a chance, is what I like, not deserved it, but like probably didn't really like, or like under the radar of Marvel side, like Bishop and Carnage. I don't know. Like,
are you saying Carnage is the Waluigi of Marvel?
He's the Waluigi of the symbiotes.
go to the corner.
No.
Go to the corner.
No.
Anyways, real quick, Kabuto, before I go change the baby, we noticed that you've been playing Bayonetta 3 since it came out. Do you have any current thoughts about the game right now? I know you're playing it right now, but are you having fun? Is there any mechanics that you like to talk about that the game has better compared to the 1 and 2? Go ahead.
I am not gonna give any details until I actually beat the game, so wait until next episode of Scrub Club Gaming. But I think Jen and Leah would both testify that after me having beaten chapter 3 and my mouth was just dropped open for a solid 15 minutes straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let that sink in. Just let that sink in, okay? Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to get some kind of surgery for my mouth after I beat the game.
Okay. All right. I do need to change him real quick. So, guys, I'm going to do this. Resident Evil 4's remake gameplay trailer just dropped about a week and a half ago. We didn't cover it in the last podcast because they talked about the Tokyo Game Show. I got the chance to watch it. I'll give my thoughts. Did anyone see the gameplay trailer? Y'all go in order that you go. Okay, Jeff, go ahead. Then Jen.
No, I meant like I have not seen the gameplay trailer.
Okay,
Yeah, so.
I did.
Okay, Jen, go ahead. I'll be right back. Like you
No,
like
I'll
3
let
minutes.
Jeff do it.
He hasn't seen it. You talk about Jen. I'll be right back.
The
I'm
floor
gonna
is
watch
yours,
it after this,
Jen. You got
after
10 solid minutes to talk nonstop and go.
I said Jeff goes first.
Well,
You
yeah,
didn't
that's
see
the thing.
it.
I haven't seen the trailer. That's the problem. So
That's why you have like the floor
Okay.
in its
Well,
entirety.
I've seen the trailer. I'm gonna be honest. I've never played Resident Evil 4, but looking by the trailer right next to it, I also watched the extended gameplay. It really plays a lot like Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It has that beautiful what's that thing called? Like the animation. Like it just, especially the sound effects. Sound effects are even better. Like yeah,
So are you saying it got remastered or improved
remake.
upon?
Yeah, but it looks better, like the
Remake.
animation and everything. Especially if you look at the playthrough. I don't know if you got to see it, but like it's really cool. I love the emotions and everything. The extended gameplay was really cool.
Mhm.
There's nothing much I can say just because
oh
I
shit!
don't know much about the story time.
Did you ever play the original? No,
No, I
I
never
thought you mentioned
did.
it.
I mean, I only played Resident Evil 2
Gotcha.
original.
This is the one Resident Evil I've had the most experience with, and it's not because like I played it. It's more like I grew up with my cousins playing it. We both like lived in the same house together, so I can see how like it's like really like how do you say it, like a fan favorite, and like I can see
Nostalgic?
why. More not nostalgic because it still holds up like greatly. It's still one of the greatest like replayable games you can have in your
Would you say Resident
library.
Evil 4 is the best?
Yeah, because like it kind of balances like everything you want in Resident Evil, where like it's kind of serious, it's kind of goofy, it's kind of like, but like it's campy, it's horror, it's like scary, and it's like it's a great time all around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it already looks different from like it's gonna look like a different experience from the previous game, like or the
Do
original
you
game
like
at least.
Leon?
What's up?
Leon, that's that guy?
Yeah, I like Leon. I like he was the first Resident Evil character I knew. Like so, I didn't even learn about Chris or who's the other one? It starts with a Jill. Jill. It
Yeah,
Yeah,
starts
Jill
Jill?
with
Valentine.
Jill. Yeah, I didn't even learn about them until after 4. Like
Mm,
4 is pretty much the one that got a lot of people into Resident Evil.
mm. For
For
me, it was
me,
Resident Evil 2.
it was the like what introduced me to Resident Evil was like this anime movie poster at a bus bench that I saw like where I grew up, and like I swear like I thought this was like some kind of spin-off of Gundam Wing because the main character kind of looked like Hiroyui in the banner.
Mobile
So
Suit?
like
Yeah.
yeah, so I thought, hey, this might be cool, but turns out it had nothing to do with giant robots and space colonies. It was just about like fighting zombies.
what
But
a movie.
but there's
Go ahead.
one thing I do know about Resident Evil 4, and only this one thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
that.
it.
Yeah,
It's that.
that's a little. You take a seat on the throne.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a release date too, March 24th. Not a bad release date.
Yeah.
It takes over Street Fighter's release date, which is concerning, but no, I'm not
I
gonna.
know next year's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's a good month for Capcom.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Oops, hang on. How was I gonna do this? Yeah, it really looks like a different experience to what the original. I'm gonna say the original GameCube because it premiered there, but yeah, looks pretty cool. I don't think it's not my cup of tea, but I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be happy with it, especially like Leonard. And I'm
I
gonna
like-
see.
I mean, like, do you like the way it's like how do I say it? Because I never played Resident Evil 4, but I know how like how do I say it? Like the gameplay is more like first person versus Resident Evil 4 is like a third person. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's gonna like compared to like 7 and 8 to
Yeah, like
to the
does
new
that make
4.
sense? Like, do you like the way it's
I just hope it's
in
smoother
terms of
than the
POV? Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
the way you're viewing the character.
I just hope that Leon controls, because if you ever go back to the old, like you really had to get used to the controls to the classic. Um, Resident Evil, like they all move like tanks, and then when you're trying to aim down your sights, you're stuck in place while the hordes of like whatever zombies they are like are coming at you, and it's more about like less about like taking cover and shit, and more about like aiming for the sweet spots. You know,
And
that's
does
where
that
the
make
fun.
sense?
That's
I
where the
don't know
fun.
what's a couple. Would you say it's like a gameplay point of view? Like, do you like the way the point of view is
I
better?
like third person. I like seeing my character.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Agreed.
know how Ethan looks like. I don't even know what
Actually,
the fuck he's.
the new update to Resident Evil 8, you can actually look at Ethan. He's just a white dude with blonde hair. That's all. So
So classic Capcom, like
classic Capcom
Yeah,
look.
but we
Capcom
don't want to see
design.
them.
He's
We
probably
want to
Ken.
be
He's
them kind
probably
of
one
thing.
of Ken. He's probably one of Ken's second cousins. You know.
Gotcha.
I don't know. For me, it's not like I want to see them. It's more I just like want to be them, like be in their shoes, kind of.
Oh, so you prefer your first
First
person?
person.
Yeah, does that make sense?
I mean, if you could alternate between them, like either like in the settings or in specific sequences, I don't mind. Because like I remember, like I used to play Custom Robo back in the day, and
Oh,
when you beat the
yeah.
game, you unlock
I
a
First
first
person
person mode.
Oh,
And playing
really?
the
I
game
never
in
got that.
and playing
I did.
and playing the game in first person is so tedious, I swear. But it's fun though,
Well,
because it's like
because that game was not designed for first person. You
no,
know,
it isn't.
Like it really.
It was,
I can't imagine playing that
it was the first game in the series to have like a 3D
arena.
excuse me, I'm getting a scam call. Yeah, it's the first game in the series to have like a three-dimensional map
Arena?
instead of a two-dimensional because like the previous games like on Game Boy Advance and N64 were like nowhere near as mobile as the GameCube version.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. What I do know is when Resident Evil 4 comes out, I know that this guy right here will play the original, and at the same time, our friend Tiffany Lockhart, shout out to Tiffany Lockhart, will be playing the new version at the same time. And some guy on YouTube is gonna make a Lego version, so I'm gonna be seeing the same cutscene in 3 different ways, just like with RE2 when Leon walks into that gun store.
Hold your fire! I'm a human. Anyways, all right. Sorry about that, guys.
So-
Daddy duties first.
Of course.
Duty. Anyways, yeah, I made the pun. Dad jokes are coming, people. That's what happens when you become a dad. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So
I'm looking forward to it.
oh yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, Resident Evil. Okay, so I've been very vocal before we got on Buttery Show, which again, shouts to Buttery Show for doing this merger with us. We appreciate it. Before then, like y'all know, if y'all listen to previous episodes, I've been very vocal about my thoughts about Resident Evil 4 remake. I find the remake to be I have found the remake to be very pointless because Resident Evil 4 was already a perfect game. There was no need to actually remake it in any way, shape, and form. Plus, we have an entire community that's made the HD version of the game and a 4K version of the game, where they completely redo the resolution to the games, completely redid the backgrounds and everything like that to make it look a lot more crisp.
Yeah, but now you'll get more like probably I don't know from the trailer. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna get there, Neff. I've been very vocal about them not remaking Resident Evil 4. I will admit that I've been a little pissed about it. Okay, because I'm like, look, it's one thing remaking 2 and 3, but what about Code Veronica? What about Outbreak 1, Outbreak 2?
You're not gonna make money. That's not gonna make money.
Okay, I beg to differ, but that's not the point. After watching the gameplay trailer for Resident Evil 4 Remake, where's my wallet? Capcom, I would just give my wallet to Capcom right now.
Oh, no, okay. Now I'm actually seeing the gameplay of it.
Yeah, the game
It's
looks
beautiful.
dope. And it still captures the same magic that Resident Evil 4 had, with Leon just being a complete wisecracking dude. I'll pay the bill. I'm like, yes, okay. I'm liking the fact that they're bringing combat mechanics back because I'm not gonna lie, with Resident Evil 3 Remake, when they have the thing where you have to keep tapping the button, I would assume that you're going to like get the zombie off you before they bite you, or because it's Jill and Carlos, they either kick or punch the zombie, and it's just it was pointless for that because I'm like, either you might as well have me use the knife and stab and come and leave. Resident Evil 4 Remake actually fixes that problem. I like that about it. I'm liking how Hunnigan and Leon are now, where they don't really have any sort of like, hey, I know you and I know you. It's hey, hey, this is customer service. How can I take you? How can I help you? That's essentially what it is. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. I need to
Hello,
see
this is
more.
customer service. This is a Todo Rico. I love that episode. Go ahead, man.
Overall, I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the gameplay trailer. I want to see more when it comes out. I think the game is due next year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the trailer said it was March 24th, 2023, and for me, like all I saw was like that kind of takes over Street Fighter 6's spot. You know,
Which one? Oh, Street Fighter
6's slot,
Yeah.
which like historically Capcom fighting games was always in the spring, but this is taking over. So
I'm gonna need Capcom.
it's gonna be a good year for Capcom, regardless.
I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be the one time I say this. Capcom. I think you're gonna need to delay the release of Resident Evil 4 remake and let Street Fighter 6 take the spotlight. Because again, I said it before. I said it again. This is the first time I've ever been actually excited over a Street Fighter game since Street Fighter 4. And that was back in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, I was. Ladies and gentlemen, I was what do you call it? I was 13. No, 14 when they announced Street Fighter 4 for Xbox 360 and PS3. I'm 27 now, going on 28 next month. This is the most excited I've been about a Street Fighter game since 2008.
It's been about like 10 years, dude. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
So, shout out to Resident Evil 4. Capcom, please give them their separate spotlights. Please don't join it because
I'm sure they're gonna give like 2 different release dates. One for
Silent Hill. Oh, sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say one for the casual like single player enjoyers, and one for like the fighting game FGC, and then just make everyone happy.
Cute baby. Thank you, L'Oreal. I appreciate it.
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Silent Hill time. Did anyone see the trailer for Silent Hill F and the teaser trailer for Silent Hill 2 remake?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even realize they were gonna remake that. It's like what's with all these like old school horror psychological games coming back to haunt me.
It's quite simple. The HD remake, the HD collection of Silent Hill was gutter trash when it came out.
Oh.
You know, whenever I see Silent Hill and Resident Evil back to back in any like news media of any kind, even if it's a podcast, all it reminds me of is Mario Kart, where it's like a Vice City versus Raccoon City.
Oh my god.
Raccoon City sounds lovely. That was like early YouTube for me.
oh yeah, it was on Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
My brother's marinating his own ragu.
Anyway,
he's marinating.
Did anyone get the chance to watch? First of all, did anyone get the chance to see the Silent Hill F announcement?
I saw a picture of like that famous like image of like him like staring at himself at the mirror. I think that's a great image, but that's about it. Like it's a remastered image.
Oh, you're talking about the remake? No. I'm talking about Silent Hill F.
Oh, what is this one? Is this like finally PT? Is this?
Here, I'll send you the trailer. Jen, did you see the trailer for it?
No, but it looks okay. I've only seen photos. It looks beautiful. I never played Silent Hill. I was really scared as a kid because of the bunnies.
I have seen a playthrough of the Wii game on
No, it's not that.
Shattered Memories.
Shattered Memories.
What scared me from Silent Hill was the bunnies.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I just remembered another thing. Pyramid Head, stop doing it to Nemesis. I knew I should have had him rearranged.
I'll say this: the trailer to Silent Hill F is kind of haunting. Why?
It looks beautiful, though.
No, it's beautifully haunting. That's the best way to put it, because it's like you're watching this woman get engulfed with roses and like red flowers, and then her whole face falls off. That is haunting Because like, how could something so beautiful wrap someone up and just make me
So
have a nightmare out of that?
this is a new title in the series then.
Yeah, it's Silent Hill F. So I mean, from the what I saw in the trailer, I have personally never played Silent Hill outside of PT. And a demo to Silent Hill 3. That's about it. I've never really sat down and played Silent Hill because growing up in a Christian household, I think that was the only game none of us really played. We played Kadolka. We played Resident Evil, especially Kadolka. Kadolka, I don't know if anyone remembers, was an SNK RPG horror game, and that movie dealt with heavy issues of religion. This game, for some reason, was not allowed in the house. But I digress.
How do you spell Kudoka?
Koudl.
L.
There's an L?
No, Kadolka. DLKA. It'll be three. Yeah.
Kudelka.
Kadolka. Yeah.
Oh
Anyways,
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna
very
look
good
this up
game.
now.
I do have it on my big computer. I did stream it for during October of 2018, and man, I like the trailer. Now I saw the trailer of Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty dope. Again, I know Silent Hill 2 is supposed to be the best game in the entire series, so I cannot wait to actually get the chance to play it and give my take on it.
Maybe like I guess like fans are saying that, but it's definitely the one that like what do you call it? Like pretty much established the series, put it on the map and stuff. So maybe there could be other better Silent Hill games. I haven't played the series yet, but I know that one's like the most famous.
All right, Jen, thoughts? Go ahead. Silent Hill 2 remake.
Beautiful. I don't know. It's a beautiful animation. There's nothing much I can say because I never played the game. I mean, I did saw a glimpse of the bunnies. I remember playing it.
Damn bunnies.
You know what I'm talking about, right? In the beginning.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because of that, it got me scared, but I was a little kid, so I wanted to know if they still bring the bunnies in. Maybe they're a little more scarier.
So does the F stand for flowers?
Silent Hill Flowers. No, it's probably standing for Silent Hill Fire or something like that.
Fire.
Fire.
Ew, dude.
Or Silent Hill. No. Silent Hill Face.
Silent Hill Face Off.
Yes. Silent Hill Face.
There
Kavdo, any thoughts on Silent Hill?
Oh, I really need to play the original second game because I remember watching the playthrough for it because I was curious about Pyramid Head because, I grew up with a certain show that appeared on a certain channel that no longer exists again. So
that's our last thing we're talking about too.
So, I've seen the
could it be
the 100
Attack of the Show you were talking about?
No, Cinematheque Nocturnal Emission, but yeah. By the way, that shows how I was introduced to JoJo, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there was one episode where they had gameplay from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and by which I mean GIO. But yeah, so like I've seen the 100% playthrough of Silent Hill 2, but I never actually played it because I didn't have the system for it, but now I kind of do, so I should play it.
My first, like you mentioned Pyramid Head, and my first like exposure to that was the Silent Hill movie.
Same.
Yeah, and it was that scene that kind of haunted me with like
just rip the skin off that woman.
Skin off of someone. And I'm just like,
oh no, he ripped her in half.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like ripping the skin out of her. Like,
see, I thought it was ripping the skin off too. And maybe it's like I have not seen
like
the
a little Mandela effect happening right now. Like maybe she did both. Like she ripped her skin off and split her in half.
Yeah. All I know is that the second movie sucked. I mean, I like the giant doll thing. With all those arms, and I did see someone cosplaying as that one time, and I'm like, good on you. That's very creative, but like writing wise, it just wasn't up to snuff compared.
I think I have a picture of me as Krauser at Comic-Con, posing with Lord Zed and Pyramid Head. I think, if I remember correctly, no, I don't. No, I don't. But I do have
Conventions
this.
are just one huge crossover.
Yeah, like conventions have been doing it before Fortnite. Before Fortnite made it cool.
So I finished the trailer for SHF, and how come the story is by someone who has a username like Ryukishi07? I don't.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, Ben 10 and Generator X were both
Man of
have the credits to
action.
Man of Action. Yeah, like
Dude,
like,
all right.
written by
If I
Man of
ever,
Action.
if I ever create something like, I'm gonna use a username, not my real name.
I mean,
can't-
at least JoJo he uses phrasing a little bit more subtly. Made by Lucky Land Communication, made by is a vague enough term to say, yeah, it's not just the one person; it's a group of people.
No. My son almost legit destroyed my computer just now. He just yanked the cord.
Oh Jesus, we would have lost Leonard Ended stream.
Nah, man. Nah, it would still been going. But all right, but yeah, so
He's in his cutaneous phase. He won't stop touching things. It's
I know.
It's like when a dog goes to a new environment, it has to smell everything. Babies, humans touch everything.
Anyways, last piece of news, and this is the main event. We gotta talk about G4. So
this is the first I've heard of this. So officially G4 is dead.
Oh yeah, G4's dead.
I thought they've been dead.
No,
yeah, since cable went out.
It's been dead since like 2010.
So, all right, so since their channel went down, like what have they been up to?
Okay, so to give you guys the rundown. So G4 came back last year. It was announced during COVID, funny enough, that it was going to be coming back in 2021. A lot of stuff has happened with G4. I'm not going to go into details because, again, it's too much drama and politics about it. But G4, as of last week, announced that it was shutting down. This is coming from IGN. Here you go. And said this. Let me get rid of this real quick. Hold on. Jonathan, hold on, buddy. Hold on. I'll read it to you right now. All right. So, as you know, G4 was introduced last year to tap into the popular gaming Scott. The owner Scott had wrote, we invested to create the new G4 as an online and TV destination for fans to be entertained, be inspired, and connect with gaming content. Over the past several months, we worked hard to generate that interest in G4, but viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. This is certainly not what we hoped for, and as a result, we have made the very difficult decision to discontinue G4 operations effective immediately. I know this is disappointing news, and I'm disappointed too. I want to thank you and everyone on the G4 team for the hard work and commitment to the network. Our human resources team is reaching out to you to provide you with support, discuss other opportunities that may be available, and answer any questions you may have. Yeah, John. Yeah, baby, little J right here ain't having it either. So yeah, G4's gone, people. And it's barely been a year since G4.
That's so sad.
So I'm gonna give my take because I actually watched some G4 when it came back because I was supporting Wario 64 and my boy TBH, the Black Okage. Shouts to Game Illuminati. From what they had, it had potential to be good. Obviously, a lot of crap happened. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but you know. I'm not because there's been plenty of outlets that discussed it. And I think what they were trying to do, and I think and Kabuto said it best, is that they were trying to recapture lightning in the bottle. What made G4 when it came out in 2002 so great was that it was the first of its kind to have an entire channel based on video games, video game news, and video game announcements.
And movies that don't suck, and some Japanese stuff that you wouldn't see on any other channel.
I missed their old Japanese shows too. It was really funny.
I think G4 was the first time I saw like a Marvel anime, like the Wolverine,
Iron Man, Blade, X-Men, yeah.
Yeah, G4. Yeah, G4. Like the original G4 had a lot of great shows. It had the Man Show starring Adam Carolla. It had
His name
X-Play,
wasn't
Attack of the
Sessler.
Show. The what?
His name wasn't Adam Sessler. Or am I
No,
thinking of
it's
someone
another
else?
Adams.
No, no. There was another guy named Adam Carolla. He's
Right.
a podcaster and comedian, really funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was his co-host was Jimmy Kimmel, but I always liked Adam more. And the less I say about that show, the better. But the show was pretty funny. Let's see. There was X-Play, Attack of the Show. Those are the two mainstays that the show is famous for. But it also had a lot of other cool shows like movies
Arena.
movies that don't suck. Which basically they play like the same 3 movies every Saturday or Sunday.
Is that the name of the show?
No, it's the name of the block, and it's basically they would play either Legend of the Drunken Master, Terminator 2, or Tron. No, not Terminator 2, Terminator 1, TV edit, of course. Or Tron. Just those 3 movies. Guess which one? Star Trek 2.0, which is basically they would play like the original Star Trek series, but they would have like fan comments on the side of the screen. So like
sick.
people would
so they
comment
had like
about it live. Yeah.
They had like a live stream before like it became a thing.
Yeah. And what's it called? And there were like some cool Japanese shows like Banzai, which is one of those Japanese gambling shows where you bet on like crazy things like Mr. Shake Hands Man. How long can he shake hands with Adam Sandler? Place bets now. Betting ends. And of course,
he must have been so uncomfortable.
He was. Let's see. Oh, there was One Question Lady with Brad Pitt. Let's see. There was Ninja Warrior, the original Ninja Warrior. It was
missed that show, man.
In Japan, it was called Sasuke, with the female version called Kunoichi, but they showed both shows in the US as one common name, Ninja Warrior, and obviously then later America made their own version, which is nowhere near as cool. There was Unbeatable Bonzuke, and of course, one of my favorites, Cinematheque Nocturnal Emissions, where it's like a compilation of different video game clips from all sorts of things like freaking Dead or Alive 3, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Silent Hill 2, what's it called? That Miami game where like they had like video footage for cutscenes.
Yeah.
So like a lot of video games I was introduced to through Cinematheque, and it was cool, man.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you get back to that, but let me finish real quick. So, like I was saying, G4 was the first of its kind when it came to video game news, and like Mike said and everyone has said, it introduced a lot of us to the world of video games. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone was somewhere between the ages of 7 and 10 when we first watched G4. You were okay. You were middle school.
6th grade to like 8th grade.
I was in 2nd grade. I was in 2nd grade when I watched the show. Yeah, back in 2002, I was in 2nd grade.
So it's been that long.
Yeah, I've been a G4 stan since 2002. I mean, hell, it introduced everyone here to E3. It introduced everyone to gaming conventions, gaming tournaments, and showed us that you can actually make a career out of video games, whether you're a developer, a producer, a writer, or even someone who's competing in a video game circuit. Which, keep in mind, video game tournaments weren't as big as they are now today, and G4 introduced everyone to that. Hell, introduced us to a Halo tournament, introduced us to fighting game tournaments. Every piece of knowledge of video games that we all collectively have now garnished was because of G4.
Would you say G4 also pioneered LAN parties?
Well, the idea of LAN parties, yes. I'm pretty sure anyone who knew a little certain things about
no, but do you think they pioneered the whole LAN party thing?
I think LAN parties was before that because of Doom. No. Like games like Doom existed.
I know, but when I was a kid, they didn't make it popular until it was on G4.
Oh, really? Like, so that was your like first exposure to LAN parties? Yeah. I always heard about the word like LAN. Like, I always wanted to try it with the GameCube for the 8 players, but yeah.
Or the 16-player Mario Kart.
Yeah, there you go.
For me, that's how I like. That's how I heard about the whole LAN party thing, and then that's when I was like, "Oh my god, I get to play online instead of being myself."
For the people,
Yeah.
real quick, for the people who are wondering why I'm smiling so much, my son is bouncing his standard right now, so I'm just trying to keep him entertained.
His stand. That's...
I'll show you all real quick. Boom.
Oh,
Mhm.
Say hi, Jonathan.
Mhm.
I shouldn't be saying your government name now. I'm gonna get DDoS. Anyways, but I would say this, and this is the last thing, is that while I do appreciate G4 coming back, G4 coming back now, honestly,
it's an oversaturated market.
exactly. That is the biggest problem with G4 coming back, as awesome as it was, and we sang its praises when we found out. The problem with it is that we are already oversaturated with a lot of video game content.
Basically, you're
news.
saying good content, bad timing.
Exactly. Well, not that, and the fact that you already have shows, podcast shows, radio shows, online shows on YouTube that talk about video games. Hell, even us. I mean, shit. We excuse my language, but like we threw ourselves into a saturated market, and somehow we're still alive and kicking. God, thank God to the Most High. Just saying.
Well, part of the reason why our Twitch channels are still alive and kicking is because we're not monetized.
That too.
Like we do it for free, we do it for fun. We have fewer risks, fewer rewards. But the thing is to do like a monetized thing like G4, you actually do need to put money into getting in order to get what's it called, virtual real estate, marketing, ads, and so much more. And also keep in mind, a lot of like the cast members, whether they're gamers or panelists, they are paid to be a part of it. Like for example, like take the Completionist, who's one of my favorite gaming channels.
I love the Completionist.
Like I'm pretty sure they have to pay him to be a part of G4. Otherwise, he would just keep doing his regular YouTube channel. Like he would need to be. I mean, I don't know what kind of mindset he has. Like he's a cool dude, I'm pretty sure. But I would imagine he would have to need some kind of financial incentive to do G4 instead of his regularly scheduled program. I'm not calling him out. I'm just using him as an example because it's a YouTube channel that I watch a lot and he happens to be in G4. And so there's a lot more risks, and you need to hope that the rewards are worth the risk. Unfortunately, because the market is so oversaturated, there's very little rewards that can be generated from doing the same risk.
Everyone's trying to become a content creater.
Yeah, because
I mean, COVID. So
yeah, COVID kind of helped.
Again, for me, like out of all the shows on the G4 lineup, Attack of the Show was one I watched the least of. Not that I didn't respect it or didn't like it. It's just it's not my most favorite show on the channel. But the thing is, now on YouTube, after G4, the original channel ended, there's a lot of other YouTube channels and Twitch channels that took the place of Attack of the Show.
Exactly.
Like because we got gaming news, gaming blogs, gameplay, and game reviews. Heck, that even replaced XPlay for that matter. And so like to bring back XPlay and Attack of the Show, it's almost redundant because now its void has already been filled by something else. So it's like to get back to that,
like take IGN for example.
Yeah.
They're basically video game journalism, and it's basically taking over what G4 was. It's been on the internet way before G4.
But even then, IGN isn't as popular. Like IGN now, like it's popular, but it's not like the number one. If you notice, there isn't any
like
number one video game.
GameSpot.
Okay, I have a question. If you had okay, all of us, which video game person is the number one video game reporter?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would
because look. Before it was G4, right? Who is the number one video game reporter?
Oh, are we talking about like websites and stuff like that?
Yeah, websites.
Oh, IGN. It's either IGN or GameSpot. Everyone gets their news from both those. Those are the titans right there. Those are the big titans.
Kotaku.
Jen,
Kotaku's secondhand.
This is the one time I will say this right now.
I'm joking.
None of us like Kotaku.
I
None
know
of
they're
us do.
biased. I'm just saying it's just like
What?
because you know how like out of all the number one
I would
horror
have said
shows,
Screw Attack about like 7 years ago.
Yeah, true, true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Rest in peace, Screw Attack.
Rest in peace, Screw Attack. I love them.
no, but I don't know. That's just me. It's just like now it's like no, like maybe there's like maybe couple number one, but even IGN, GameSpot, they're not even like they're still popular, but I don't think like they're number one. Like
Right. The one thing I was gonna add too is that like even though like G4 did try to make its comeback, I still think their biggest strength was the fact that they had a spot in TV, in
Yeah.
actual like TV ratings. It's just that I don't think like so video game coverage just doesn't survive. Like it was great for me to like because all I did as a kid was watch TV, and
Mhm.
that's how I found like G4 on like on demand and stuff. But like since everything's going into like streaming and more of like internet based like content,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just imagine like G4 would have made their channel already, like already had to like keep up. I'm surprised they haven't.
So what you're
I
basically
would-
saying
Back in the
is
day.
they could have worked, but they were too little, too late because the streaming sites, the streaming apps took over.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, hell, I mean, there's
But
plenty of
what
shows. Oh, go ahead.
but what
Jen.
about like the influencers that took over?
No. It's. I would say
Gina, darling. I'm just kidding.
stop.
Yeah, I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
I'll say this. I'll stop with G4. Is that what made G4? What I did? There's one thing I will say very positively about this new G4 was that they did get just like the complete, like Carlos said, they got a completionist. They got Wario 64. They got my boy TBH from the Gaming Illuminati. They had Austin Creed from the New Day because he in WWE because he had his channel Up Down Down, which is a very great show. They had they had enough ammo to do something great. The problem is, like we said, oversaturation and the fact that everyone was doing the same formula.
The fact that they're getting like people like that, it's almost like you're kind of competing with something like YouTube or Twitch, like trying to create I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me, like trying to get someone like the completionist, like trying to compete with YouTube already, something that big. And he's gone.
Because like how there's like I don't know if you follow G4 on like TikTok, but you know how they have 4 main influencers there, right?
You can name it on. Yeah, go
like,
ahead.
I don't know, like others. I would have thought they kind of would have saved the company, but I guess it didn't. I guess the reliance of influencers wasn't enough.
Was it?
I don't
Who
know.
was it?
No, but
Is-
you know what I mean, right? Sometimes like big companies, they rely big time
on names, right? Or they
Yeah.
rely on like huge names, right?
Yeah,
Like the
they
brand-
rely on
their
big time
brand.
influencers to usually save the company, but I'm surprised they didn't.
You're telling me Olivia Munn wasn't like part of like wasn't she
Stop,
someone competing-
because I know where you're about to go with that. Stop. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love Olivia Munn. She was great for her role in G4. She was great as a symbol as well as someone who was very, very intellectual on what she was talking about when it came to the world of gaming and technology and stuff like that. But we're not going to go there because a certain we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole right now. Anyways, rest in peace, G4. It sucks that you guys left, but I'm glad to know that the people who unfortunately lost their jobs still have big platforms on YouTube. I'm glad TBH still has the Gaming Illuminati and his own project. I'm glad the Completionist still has his own stuff. Wario, Golden Boy, Austin Creed from 30. To be fair, Austin Creed was good to go. He's still wrestling, and even though he's still recovering, he's still wrestling. Okay, he's still wrestling for arguably the biggest company in the entire world. So yeah, rest in peace, G4. Sucks, gone, but not forgotten, and we thank you for what you tried to give us throughout the last 10, 11 months. So there
And
you
What
go.
were they covering?
Gaming news.
Gaming news?
Yeah, gaming news, trailers, and a bunch of other things.
They tried creating their own shows or in content.
It
Okay,
brought
so
back
they-
Kind of
X-Play.
popular on TikTok too.
Okay, well, like it was TikTok kind of launched around
Right
the
back.
same time they did too. So
Yeah,
I wish
but,
I got
like,
into
You know how like TikTok is like the new
S-
platform.
uh, social media platform. Yeah,
Yeah, it is. So I mean, they were kind of popular there.
yeah, I can imagine that. Like something fresh like that would get
I guess let's
their
really
numbers
rest
up.
in peace to G4. I'm gonna, I will say it brought really good memories for me as a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Uh,
that was the original G4, which I also liked as a kid.
how many? All right, question. How many of you guys did watch the recent like G4 coverage?
I did.
You did.
I
Eh,
watched some of it and I couldn't get into it.
I was supporting my boy TBH. That's the only reason why I was watching G4. And on New Day. And whenever they had like their gaming tournament stuff, I would watch that. So
True.
But anyways, it is what it is. Last piece of news, because I forgot to mention it. We have an update on my game that I'm waiting for, Alan Wake 2. Remedy.
Is that the game that fucking video game donkey just like shit on recently?
I hope he didn't, because Alan Wake was lit. Remedy CEO Taro Vertalo said Alan Wake 2 is in the full production stage and that it's still on track to release in 2023. Vertillo said the game is coming together on all fronts, but there is not a lot of work left to do. We haven't heard about Alan Wake 2 since Remedy announced new concept art in May. But at the time, director Sam Lake said a lot of the game was already playable. So I know no one's not a fan of Alan Wake. I'm the only fan. It's okay. I'm just glad to know that Alan Wake 2 is still a thing. So there you go. Otherwise, let's look at some of the comments. L'Oreal was trying to correct me. Her name is Celia. That's Mike Wazowski's girlfriend, Monsters Inc.
Oh,
The chick that chick playing Chucky's wife, Tiffany, was Celia. Weird. Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly?
Jennifer Tilly. Yeah.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah, Jennifer Tilly is still going. Like, heck, I think they just got Gina Gershon on season 2 of Chucky, and the only reason why is because Chucky kept referencing the scene with her and Gina Gershon in the movie Bound. So they actually got Gina Gershon to come in Chucky season 2. And if anyone's ever watched the Bound, shout out to Wachowskis. If anyone's ever watched Bound, we all know the scene. I'm not gonna say it but we're all adults here. We know which scene we're talking about. But yeah.
Bound?
Yeah, Bound.
Wachowski.
Jen, you've watched Bound. Don't play dumb. Anyways. All right. Before we're closing, any recommendations for people to watch, play, or look at?
Chainsaw Man every Tuesdays.
Chainsaw Man every Tuesday. My fiance actually watched the first episode of Chainsaw Man. I'm really upset because she didn't watch it without me. There you go. Kabuto, any recommendations?
Bayonetta 3.
Yeah. Neff Penguin, our guest. Any recommendations? Go ahead.
What kind of recommendations?
Yeah,
Video
game,
game, anime.
Video game, anime, movies, TV shows,
Songs.
books.
Oh God! If you guys like Big
If
Mouth,
you can name a
Season
stand
6 is out.
after it, it's on the table.
I just recently got into like Big Mouth season 6. It's a show for me. I enjoyed the humor. I understand if people don't like that humor, but I fucking love it. It's funny to me. Other than that, God, what did I just watch? Freaking Primal season 2 was great. The ending was a little questionable, but yeah, there was that. And then in terms of games, I'm playing Gundam Overwatch and Overwatch 2. Like, those two. And I think I'm edging like Gundam over Overwatch.
Oh yeah,
I'm liking that a lot more.
I'm planning on getting that at some point.
They're both free, so no risk, Like,
by the way, quick reminder to our audience: Sonic Frontiers comes out next week.
Dude, that's like flying under my radar.
And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out on the 18th, so be sure to keep up with that. Oh, and also for all you Sword and Shield fans, starting yesterday, final raids are live for before they close out the server. So
they're closing out the server?
Well, I don't know if they're closing it out as soon as Scarlet and Violet come out, or if they're closing it out like a year from then. But up until then, this is the final raid event, starting November 1st. So get your Dynamax Pokemon while you can.
All right. I have two
Pokemon.
I have two recommendations. I've been playing Rumble. I've been playing Rumble Versus. So actually, no,
that's
I mean, I
fighting
recommend
game.
that one.
Fighting
I love
game
that game.
Fortnite. Can you
Spike,
not go wrong with that? Like I got Randy Orton so many times in that game. It's so great.
I don't know.
I have
No,
a few
okay.
clips from there.
I'm joking. I mean, I would recommend that game, but that's not the one I recommend. I recommend if you guys hated Sonic 06, like everyone else here,
I think I know where you're going with this.
the the people in the community have remade that game, Sonic Project 06. It's free. Just look it up. I've actually got the chance to play a little bit of it. I'm
It's
not gonna
actually
lie,
playable.
it's pretty dope. I actually like it. They fixed some of the. It's still a bit buggy, but it's still work in progress. Do check that out.
But it's a lot better than what like the state of it was, right?
Damn right. Damn right.
How
Also-
powerful is Silver?
Oh,
Also,
one last thing. One last thing. Kamen Rider Black Sun is out on Amazon Prime. So if you have a Prime membership, you could watch it on Amazon Video. All 10 episodes are up there. So be sure to check that out.
All right.
Awesome.
And last and certainly not least, just because I have recently watched it and I don't think I recommended it, so and if I did, I'm gonna do it again. Gundam MS 8th Team is on Hulu. All 12 episodes. Do watch it. Doesn't matter if you watch it in English or in Japanese. It is by far my top 5 favorite seasons of Gundam. It's better than Gundam Wing. Yeah, I said it. Do check it out. It is the Romeo and Juliet of Gundam, and not in a bad way. Check out.
How dare you compare 8th Mobile Suit Team to the worst of Shakespeare's 37 plays?
Shut the hell up. Anyways, guys, that is episode 164.
8th Mobile Suit Team deserves more respect than that.
I'm sorry. He's correcting me. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching episode 163 of the Scrub Game Podcast. Neff, you are our guest. What is your closing statement for episode 163? Go.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I've been wanting to talk with y'all about video games and media for a while, and I finally had a chance to do so. And I'd love to share more whenever like new stuff comes out, like maybe like for Sonic Frontiers or for Street Fighter 6, whenever that comes out. I'd love to talk to you guys more about fighting games and other multiplayer games and other medium. Thank you so much for having me. And can I plug myself real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/nefjeff95. I play what I can there, like fighting games and what is it? Right now I'm playing Shining Force, which is Sega's Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
And you could like there's my links for my Instagram as well. So thank you guys so much.
All right then. Jen, what's your closing statement for episode 163? Girl, go.
Stay safe. Watch anime. Be happy.
I like that. Stay safe, watch anime, and be happy. Kabuto, closing statements, go.
Just enjoy the little things in life because you don't know when will be the next time you get to experience them or how long you'll get to enjoy them. And just enjoy those things.
All right, and my closing comment is, if you want to, people, listen. Any man with a penis could be a father, but it takes a real man to be a dad. Remember, I'm gonna say it one more again. Any man with a penis.
Could you switch dad with father? I think I like.
No.
I know I'm paraphrasing, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I remember what any man with a penis, I'll say it again, can be a father, but it takes a real man to be a daddy. Till then, guys, I will leave y'all off with that. So stay safe out there, guys. And as always, follow us on The Buttery Show on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Follow The Buttery Show. We do a show every week. And also be sure to check out our review of Halloween Ends. It was hilarious. And for the Scrub Game Podcast, you can follow us on. You can email us at scrubgamebookings@gmail.com. That's scrubgamebookings@gmail.com. Free questions, comments, service, advice, and business requires all of that good stuff. Follow us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Breaker Audio, and we're gonna be trying to get on iHeartRadio next week, and then soon Apple Music.
Moves.
Yes, we're making these moves. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @TheRex_Fox, YouTube Rex_Fox, and follow all of this game content here on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. Jen, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina. You can find me on TikTok, GMessy2. Mike, where can they find you?
First, I'm gonna let everyone soak in your Twitter handle because not your Twitter handle, your IG and TikTok because someone took a sweet time. There we go. Give it a nice like couple of seconds. Give it
Oh
a
my
nice, so
I'm gonna go follow right
follow Jen.
now.
Okay. Okay, now you can find me on Instagram, Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. That's right. We all deserve our day in the sun, and you, our lovely audience, deserve it especially. It's hump day. We got 2 days left before the weekend. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay safe. It may be past Halloween, but still look out for those razor blades in that turkey.
All right, that. And as always, guys, thank you for watching Struggle Game Podcast. And if you don't know the slogan, we're gonna do it right here, just for the new viewers on the Buttery Show. Peace out, bless up, and keep working things 20 hours or less. We bid you all do goodbye, mwah, and good night. Peace. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. And 3, 2, peace.